Welcome, students, faculty, staff, families, friends, statisticians, and everyone. The inaugural commencement exercises of Connecticut State Community College, Middlesex are now in session. Please stand and remain standing for the procession. Thank you.
Detail, halt. Detail, left face. Detail, parade, rest. Detail, attention.
Please remain standing for our national anthem. I'd like to invite Carla Serino.
Detail, attention.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Detail, close colors.
Thank you.
Detail, right face. Detail, forward march.
Good evening, students, faculty, staff, our platform dignitaries, family, and friends. My name is Donna Bontadibus, Dean of Students and Faculty. It is very unfortunate that our CEO, Kimberly Hogan, has become ill and is unable to be here to preside over this inaugural commencement ceremony. On behalf of CEO Hogan, it is my pleasure to read the remarks she prepared for this evening ceremony. The members of our distinguished party and I welcome you to the inaugural commencement exercises for Connecticut State Community College, Middlesex. Carla, thank you for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. One of the traditions of our campus is to have an American Idol style process for individuals to audition in the honor of singing at the ceremony. After hearing Carla's audition, our panel of judges unanimously voted to have Carla perform for us this evening. I would like to note that Carla is a longtime adjunct instructor of English on our campus, and we are so grateful to have her as part of our team this evening. Carla, thank you for bringing your special talents to us tonight at the ceremony. Today is a day that will be forever etched in the archives of our newly formed college as we celebrate these inaugural commencement exercises. Many of us miss being on our campus for graduation, but folks, I must say this is absolutely beautiful. We have our graduates, their families and guests, our faculty and staff, many of our system colleagues all in one place, indoors and in a comfortable seating. No wind blowing our tassels around or rain or wind, thunder or lightning, as we had this afternoon. My personal thanks are extended to Dr. Toro and the full Central Connecticut University team for hosting us here tonight. For those who are tuning in from their homes, welcome to our audience, and thank you to our Center for New Media staff for providing tonight's coverage. I'd like to thank all the Middlesex staff and volunteers who have been involved with the detailed planning and production of today's ceremony. Special thanks to Linda Kopes and Corey Ruggieri for their exceptional leadership and efforts, as well as all of the full-time planning committee and their work. Finally, how about a round of applause for our many volunteers here this evening helping us out. Last year, as our legacy campuses merged and our name changed to Connecticut State Middlesex, I spoke about the things that would not change for our campus. I stated that this name change would not change the fact that we have the most beautiful campus in our system. It would not change the inclusive culture of our campus, ensuring we would continue to welcome anyone that enters our doors, and certainly it would not change our spirit. The spirit and commitment provide access to an excellent educational experience for our students, while caring for the well-being of one another as a whole campus community. I am proud to report that all my statements held true. Once again, it feels great to be back in our academic regalia with all the pomp and circumstance of this event. I say it feels great each time we are together for this ceremony because for me, it never gets old. Being here to celebrate our students, Chancellor Chang, I hope you can feel the pride in this room. Families and friends of our graduates, I also hope you can feel just how happy we are to be here celebrating your loved ones' accomplishments this evening. Speaking of your loved ones, it is my distinct honor to welcome all of you in the front here, our Connecticut State Middlesex inaugural class of 2024. Tonight, we celebrate your accomplishments and we graduate you in the formal time-honored tradition of conferring academic degrees and certificates. Each year when preparing my remarks, I reflect on the events or the circumstances that may have had an impact on our graduating class. And with this reflection, I try to come up with the perfect adjective to describe the class. So class of 2024, you're a class of adaptability. That's it, adaptability. This adjective highlights your ability to adjust and thrive in different environments and circumstances, demonstrating you have flexibility and resilience in the face of change. As we reflect upon your academic journey, it becomes abundantly clear that adaptability has been your guiding principle. From navigating the uncharted waters of virtual learning to embracing the ever-changing landscape of technology, you have consistently demonstrated an unparalleled capacity to pivot, evolve, and excel in the face of adversity. Each of you has had your own story with your own hurdles. Perhaps you were the first in your family to attend college. Maybe you're a single parent. Maybe you faced food insecurity while attending college. For some of you, the journey to get here tonight took over a decade to accomplish. Whatever the obstacle, you have made it here tonight. You have adapted to attending a brand new college, a time like no other else in Middlesex history, a time that often caused us to appear in chaos with an uncertainty of what our future would look like. Many of you embraced this change and helped us ease into accepting our new college landscape. Your ability to adapt has not only shaped your academic experience, but it has also prepared you for the dynamic, unpredictable world that waits for you beyond the doors of our classroom. Each year, we share interesting facts about our graduating class. So here are a few fun facts about our class this evening. We are celebrating 285 graduates tonight. 319 degrees and certificates will be awarded this evening. The youngest graduates are 18 years old, while our oldest is 82 years old. Yes, that is correct, 82. "39% of our graduates are aged 25 and older. 43% of you are first generation in your family to earn a college degree. Celebrating, yeah, go ahead. Celebrating the diversity of your class, 70% are white, 17% are Hispanic or Latinx, 4% are African American or Black, and 3% are Asian. Additionally, the Center for Prison Education is a unique partnership among Connecticut State Middlesex, Wesleyan University, and the Department of Corrections. We will have a commencement ceremony within the Chester Correctional Institute next week on June 5, after a multi-year hiatus from holding graduations within the prisons as a result of the pandemic. There are 2 members of your class that will receive their associate's degrees while incarcerated. Both of them are first-generation students. Now it's a little time for some class participation. Graduates, if you are a first-generation student, please stand if you're able. All right. A little bit more class participation. If you work full or part-time while going to school, please stand if you're able as well. One more, if you are a parent, please also stand. You may sit. We certainly saw some of you, many of you actually stand all 3 times. Now that shows adaptability for certain. Proudly, this year we have 15 graduates who have a military background, including active duty, veterans, National Guard members, and their dependents. You're welcome to stand so we can recognize and say thank you for your service to our country. Thank you. We also honor those graduates who are first responders and healthcare workers, caring for those in need within our communities or around the globe. We honor the sacrifices you and your families have made to defend our country, putting yourself in harm's way in service to others, working for peace, justice, freedom at home and throughout the world for us. Graduates, you have adopted and overcome your hurdles to achieve one of your unique goals in life this evening. You have turned minutes into hours of studying, preparing for today. Those hours have turned into moments that maybe led to an aha moment in your life, that epiphany pointing you in a direction, or perhaps you suddenly found yourself with a knowledge that was missing to determine your own destiny. Perhaps one of your moments helped you to find your voice and courage to use it. Whatever your Middlesex moments are, capture them. Let them shine, as these moments create the memories that will last a lifetime for you. Thank you. I now would like to invite Regent Richard Porth to give greetings on behalf of the Board of Regents this evening.
Hi, everyone. What a great night. Let's celebrate. Let's have some fun together tonight, okay? My name is Richard Porth, and I'm honored, really honored to serve on the Board of Regents for the Connecticut State College and University System. But I'm especially honored tonight to be here with you to help celebrate your tremendous achievement at Middlesex. On behalf of my fellow Regents, I'd like to congratulate and thank each and every one of you in the graduating class of 2024. And we're also grateful to the parents, families, friends, and others who have supported today's graduates throughout their educational journey. And I'm going to hit that note a couple more times before I'm done. That gratitude is really crucial. Today is a major milestone for you in achieving your higher ed goals and your life goals too. CSCU and the Board of Regents, we couldn't be more proud of you and your hard-earned success. You've worked hard to achieve this milestone, and just as we saw with many of you standing up for each of the questions, you've done it addressing a lot of tough challenges too. That's what makes these graduations so moving for me, to see all of you here celebrating your tremendous accomplishment in spite of the challenges that many of you faced. Here comes the second time. Please make sure to show your gratitude to all the people who helped you along the way. We extend our heartfelt congratulations, along with the hope that you'll pursue your dreams, whether that's continuing your education. We hope it's with us in the CSCU system or elsewhere. You might be going into a job or getting a promotion at work because of the work you've done here, and that's a great thing too. Whatever you do in your next phase of life, we wish you the best, and we know that your work here at Middlesex will make a difference in that. Please pursue those dreams with the same dedication and perseverance that brought you to today and to this celebration. I want to take a minute to give special thanks and recognition to the faculty and staff at Middlesex. Their expertise and their dedication have contributed to the quality of your educational experience. I saw it in the hallway before we came in, teachers hugging students and handshakes, and it's a great thing to see. And we want to say thank you to our faculty and the staff here at Middlesex, but all across the system who make such a difference in the lives of our students. So thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, here comes, third time. This is my advice for you before I finish, and it builds on what I've been saying. Please remember all the people who have helped you along the way. In helping you, they're such a great example of how to live a good life. Whatever you do in your life, you'll be happier, you'll be more fulfilled when you help other people to also make the most of their lives. And if you can stay grateful, and if you can pay it forward the way all the people in the back here have done for you, and to support your own family and your friends and your neighbors and the people around you, also to make a good life, you'll go a long way toward boosting your own happiness and your own fulfillment. It's not going to be easy. It isn't easy. But your achievement that we're celebrating today shows that you're equal to the job. Finally, I say to the whole class of 2024, I think Connecticut's in good shape for the future because we have good, smart, hardworking people like you. Your turn is next to take over and help to make Connecticut a great place to live. So we're so proud of you and so happy to help you celebrate tonight. Congratulations, everyone. Job well done.
Thank you, Regent Porth. We have a slight change to our program of order of ceremony this evening. I am very pleased to welcome Chancellor Chang to bring greetings on behalf of our Connecticut State Colleges and Universities system. We are honored to have Chancellor Chang here this evening in attendance. Chancellor Chang?
Bear with me, guys. Okay. Hi, I'm Terrence Chang. I'm Chancellor of the Connecticut State Colleges and University System. How are we doing tonight? We're going to try that again. How are we doing tonight? There we go. There we go. So last year was the first year I really got a chance to go to multiple campuses and be in front of all of you in this moment of real celebration and glory. And so, yes, I feel the same way. That's exactly right. And I want to commemorate that moment, so that's why I'm fiddling with my phone, because we are going to take a selfie. And Donna is going to give you all permission slips or whatever we call it as a sign off for your use later. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. So everyone look really handsome and pretty. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Thank you. Thank you for indulging me. I too want to just say that Kim Hogan is one of the best, strongest people in our system, period. Hands down. It stinks that she's not able to be here with us. There's no two ways about it. And I know that she's heartbroken by it. And I know that that's how she feels, right? That's how she feels right now. She feels bad. We feel bad that she's not here, but she's given so many years to Middlesex. She's given so many hours every week, every day, every moment is given to this place, your campus, your institution, students, faculty, staff. So please, I would just want a round of applause for Kim, and then everyone can tell her that we did that. I have to give a special shout out to the Media Center at Middlesex, because they are awesome. Where are you? Yes. So we'll just keep it amongst the couple thousand of us, but Middlesex's Media Center is my favorite in the system. They shoot all of our videos, they do our podcasts, they do all the things we need, and they do it. I mean, I torment Dan and the others. They do an incredible job for us. So I really, really appreciate those guys. Round of applause for them, please. And the last big thank you, just to repeat what Regent Porth said, we don't get a chance to say and do this enough in front of a lot of people, but none of this happens without the faculty and the staff of every campus and every institution, because they're the ones that not only meet you in the classroom and give you a great education, they answer all your emails, they answer all your text messages, they get the notes that you leave in their mailboxes, they stay with you after class, they give you the counsel on the content of the class, on everything else that you might ask them. They are the engines that drive the machine, and they deserve so much credit for being there with you in this journey. So big round of applause for the faculty and the staff. So I love these. If you couldn't tell, I love these commencements. I love these commencements. You know, I'm an immigrant. I'm a person of color. I am a first-gen student myself. And so when I'm in this environment, it just really invigorates me so much. I love watching you all about to cross this stage and go on to the next thing that you're going to be amazing at. So ever since I joined the faculty back in 2003, this day, graduation day, is my favorite of the year, because we get to just celebrate. We get to celebrate your success, the success of all of our students. We get to say thanks to the faculty and staff who've been with us all this time, and we get to say thanks to the family and friends. Gosh, I almost forgot the family and friends. We got to give a round of applause to all of our family and friends who have been with us the whole time. There's so much to feel good about, and every single one of you should be happy and proud of your achievements, because today is a huge milestone. It's educational and it's personal. And for many of you, those studies have been marked by the challenges. at school, at home, and in your personal lives. But because you had the tenacity, you had the commitment, you had the focus and dedication, you rose to all of those challenges. You adjusted, you persisted, and you grew stronger. So as graduates, you're feeling many emotions, but whether you are going on for more education, or you're starting a new job, or you're getting a promotion with that degree or that credential, continue to work hard. That is something you can always control. You can always control how much effort you put in. You can always control how hard you work. And be humble and be respectful and be kind and good to each other. The world can be a nasty place, right? You open up your phone, you look at some stuff, you go on Twitter or X or whatever they call it these days. It's crazy. There's some crazy stuff out there. It's like a disease. We got to fight that. We got to intentionally be good to each other. Choose to believe that people have good intentions. Even when you don't agree, it's okay to disagree, but believe that people have good intentions. But in the face of adversity, always believe in yourself and know that you are valued and that you matter. So every graduation speech has to have two things, right? Advice and a quote. So here's the advice section. Number one, when you swing, swing big. And don't be afraid to fail. Because failure teaches you how to be better next time. Until you fail again, which you will. But that's life. You do the best you can with what you have at that time. And you learn from your failures every time, and you keep learning. There's no such thing as perfect. We all want perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Number two, don't be afraid to stand up and fight for what really matters to you, because you cannot rely on others to do it for you. In my life, I have sat back and I've watched when I should have stood up and used my voice and taken action. And I really regret many of those moments, and regret sucks because there's nothing you can do to get those moments back. Number three, know that when you try to do big things and create change, a lot of people are going to go against you. They're going to go hard against you. Everyone who's been comfortable under the old order is going to be disrupted. Everyone who is happy with the status quo is going to scream, and they're going to fight you with everything they have. And many people who actually want new big things, they don't want the heat. So they're going to sit back, and they're going to stand back, and they're going to watch. So what happens? You're going to end up feeling alone. But you have to ask yourself, am I doing the right thing, the right way, for the right reasons? And if the answer is yes, then you keep going. Because the integrity of your work and your character is going to shine through. And when all is said and done, your integrity is all you've got. That's what you're going to be remembered for. Okay, I'm almost done, I promise. The quote from the book Anti-Fragile by Nassim Taleb: wind extinguishes a candle and energizes fire. In the years that lie ahead, there will be more wind. There will always be wind. But I hope you will choose to find and unleash that powerful fire inside of you and not succumb to the wind like the thin flame of a candle. So, to the graduating class of 2024, congratulations once again. And please know that you have made the CSU system and the state of Connecticut very proud. Thanks, everybody.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Sarah Hansen, the Associate Dean of Student Affairs. It's an honor for me to introduce the student speaker for the graduating class of 2024, Ephraim Mosier. Ephraim is graduating from CT State Middlesex with an associate degree in social work studies and plans to earn both bachelor's and master's degrees in social work. He has been heavily involved during his 2 years here at Middlesex as part of the honors program, serving as vice president of the Beta Gamma Xi chapter of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, and working for our Student Wellness Center. Ephraim plans to attend Southern Connecticut State University in the fall, and I'd like to call Ephraim forward. Welcome, Ephraim.
Board of Regents, Chancellor Chang, CT State leadership, deans, faculty, staff, graduates, and guests. I am deeply honored and excited to be asked to speak today. However, the initial excitement I experienced rather quickly was joined by some apprehension as I asked myself the all-important question, what in the world do I actually say? What possible message could I convey in just a 5-minute speech to such a diverse group of people? This isn't a high school graduation where everyone is approximately the same age, has had very similar experiences, and comes from approximately the same area. We all come from many different towns, diverse backgrounds, and stages of life. Some of us have only been here for 2 years, others for much more than that. There did not seem to be an easy common thread to pull on, and yet here we all are, together today to celebrate our achievements. Then what did bring us here together? I would make the argument that it is fundamentally our curiosity that links us, the seeking of knowledge. We may have had different motives for doing so, but in the end, we were looking for something, whether it was skills for a new career, the foundations of a bachelor's degree, or to have a better understanding of who we are and what we are capable of. It was not always easy, and sometimes we stumbled and had to pick ourselves up again, but we all made it here to the finish line of our time at CT State Middlesex. The curiosity that brought us here is a powerful thing. It started us on this path and was one of the many things, along with family, friends, mentors, and our own willpower, that kept us going. As we leave Middlesex and go pursue our goals, I think it is important that we remember that curiosity and bring it with us, not just into our education, but into our everyday interactions with the people around us. We live in a world where it is easy to pass people by without even acknowledging their existence, let alone showing interest in them as a person. This is a sad state of affairs. What makes you feel more seen or heard than a person asking a meaningful question and actually wanting the answer? How have you felt when a person, whether they be a stranger or your closest friend, truly expressed interest in you and your why? I stand before you here today because people in my life, including here at Middlesex, did not give me answers, but asked me questions. Questions about why I was here, who I wanted to be, what I thought of the world, and how I saw things. This not only made me feel cared for, but it spurred a string of self-revelations that resulted in me changing my major to social work studies, something that I have a real passion for. No one told me to do what I did, but they asked me questions and made observations that helped me bring out myself. So many misunderstandings, large and small, are caused because we just do not stop to ask actual questions about other people in order to really understand what they are, who they are, and why they take the actions that they do. I'm afraid to ask that I will offend them or that they will give me an answer I do not like. I'd much rather start an argument than ask a genuine question. And yet none of this actually helps me connect with other people. In fact, it isolates me. And a world in which everyone is isolated from each other is a very dismal world indeed. When doing a field placement this past semester at a center working with pregnant and parenting teens, I met so many amazing people with incredible stories. There is such complexity and nuance in this population that is so often misunderstood, and I got a powerful glimpse into it through conversations with these women. The thing was, they were told to talk to me as an intern and share their stories with me. If they had not been so wonderful and accommodating, chances are I would have never asked the questions that would have opened a window into such a different world from my own. I would have missed such an amazing opportunity. Thus, this is my challenge to us. Let us take that curiosity that brought us all here and bring it out into the world. Every person has a story with incredible depth to it. When people only ever skim the surface and never try to look deeper, it is inevitable that misunderstandings will arise. You never know what wonderful new insight you may gain about a corner of the world if you simply ask the people who live in it. So go ask away. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2024.
Thank you, Efren, for that incredible speech this evening. Very inspirational. Thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce Alice Garrow. Alex is our poet for this evening. It is a pleasure for me to introduce Alex this evening. Alex was born in Massachusetts. He served 9 years in the United States Navy as a hospital corpsman, so we thank him for his service. And now he resides in Waterford, Connecticut. He considers it a true honor to be named the Commencement Poet and is thankful for the opportunity. I'd like to invite Alex to the stage.
Good evening. Just going to find my place here. Before I begin, I will have you all know that I did very well in my public speaking class this fall. There was only one issue. It was all online. So please bear with me. At the very least, I promise this will rhyme. So the title of my poem is Choose Your Words. Words become choices when unlocked upon action. You can't use congratulations unless you made something happen. The choices we made brought us here to this day and released words of high praise in true fashion. So for those of ripe age, rocking their gowns, you did it. That's marvelous. Fantastic. Be proud. Oh, by gosh, by golly gee whiz. You pulled yourself up by your bootstraps and handled your biz. To translate for the youth, the ones dripping with tassels, when school popped off, you finessed and then flexed on those classes. That's bussin'. No cap, you a savage, high key. You stood on your business and kept the receipts. Those words, they hold weight and can carry this conversation, but our actions are ageless and will speak for generations. With life on the move, we chased our degree. With jobs on our backs or with kids at our feet, even some who ran ragged in the quicksand of all three. Still, there were others, smothered by life's struggles, who reached for this day as they spiraled down dark tunnels. Because life can get heavy and weigh us way down, where the dirt and the rocks and the roots can be found. But in the depths of a hole lays the ground for foundation, where we chose to choose grace in the face of frustration, chose poise under pressure, replaced chaos with patience, and stamped our bootprints on the blueprints of greatness. We chose to let righteous defiance define us, giving rise to a future cemented in triumph. Words convey action, so our choices make statements. The ones that we made brought us here to this day and echo eternal in words of amazement.
Thank you, Alex. That was perfect for this evening. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to introduce this year's commencement speaker. I have to say, when this speaker agreed to join us, we were very excited. Kara Sutherland is a 3-time Emmy Award-winning journalist. Kara can be seen live on Channel 3 as the co-host of Great Day Connecticut with Scott Haney. Perhaps you've seen her anchoring the Eyewitness News at noon or afternoon rush on WFSB+. Kara is the station's chief digital anchor, and she has covered some of the biggest stories in Connecticut. Kara is the author of an inspirational memoir. She has been named Best Local TV News Reporter by Hartford Magazine and was included in the Hartford Business Journal's Top 40 Under 40. Please make sure to read her full bio, including in our program this evening. And now, please join me in welcoming Kara Sutherland to the podium as this year's commencement speaker. Welcome, Karen. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, that 40 under 40 doesn't apply anymore, but I'm very happy to be here. Good evening, students, families, friends, Chancellor, dignitaries, regents. Thank you so much. And I especially do want to thank your CEO, Kimberly Hogan. I'm sure she's watching on the live stream, for inviting me to speak here tonight, and also Dr. John Maduco. It is truly my honor to be here. And just to tell you how hands-on your CEO is, we were actually texting and communicating even last night. So I'm so sorry that Kim is not feeling well tonight, but keeping her all in our thoughts. Tonight, I am here really to celebrate you, all of your hard work, your dedication, and to welcome you from wherever you began to the next phase of your journey. Congratulations, graduates. So how many of you have it all planned out? You know exactly what you're gonna do, where you're gonna live, what you're gonna do for a living, what promotion you're gonna go after. Maybe you're gonna take a vacation. Maybe some of you who are young, when you're gonna get married, how many kids you're gonna have, all that. You all know all that? If you don't, it's okay. How many of you just know that what show you want to stream on Netflix, or what you're going to order this weekend now that classes are over for food? I'm here to tell you that it's all okay if you don't have those plans, or maybe you do and you have made these plans. Then I'm here to tell you they're going to change. The real world, when people say it to college students, it sounds so ominous. It's a little different here because I know so many of you already have your toes in the real world, or you came from the real world and decided to come here, like the graduate I just met, who, after years and years of going through life, has decided to now get her degree in her 80s. I think she's somewhere up here. But the real world can be anything you want it to be. After a quarter century of telling other people's stories as a television journalist in the great state of Connecticut, I have learned you are the author of your own story, and we all have to write our own story, or someone else will. As a TV news anchor, it's usually my job to tell other people's stories, but it was my own story that once upon a time made big news and led me to what I do today, and more importantly, who I am. I was the secret love child of the sitting governor of Rhode Island. And back in 1993, it sounds scandalous, doesn't it? Back in 1993, just days before my high school graduation, that secret would come out. And camera crews descended on my town. Suddenly, I found reporters knocking on my door, asking for baby pictures, and cameras following me and my single mother around as we tried to get our groceries or go to 7-Eleven. Oprah would call, tabloids would offer money, we would say no, and I would learn how to be a television journalist backwards. So let me back up and tell you, I do not believe in accidents. Synchronicities are road signs pointing to where you need to go next. But just because it is meant to be doesn't mean it is meant to be easy. And I know all of you know that. My journey to find Dad and later become a journalist would be filled with obstacles, but each wound gives birth to wisdom. Each lesson leads you to your next step. Sometimes we crash and burn. It's okay. Failure is a necessary step on the way to success. I was about your age, well, at least some of your ages, when I got my first job in TV. I just graduated from the University of Michigan. I sent out resume tapes all over America, got plenty of rejection letters, and then there was an offer. And it came from Charlottesville, Virginia, as a one-man band to shoot, write, and edit all my own stories. Now, just from some perspective, there are about 200 television markets in America. New York's number 1, it's all based on population. Charlottesville, Virginia, number 196. Tiny town, USA. For reference, here in Hartford, we're about 30. So I'd never been there, but I packed up my U-Haul and I moved to start my dream. making only $18,000 a year, I actually turned down a job on Wall Street, making 4 times that much at least. But my mom always told me, and she was right, do what you love, and the rest will take care of itself. I hated math, so it was right that I didn't work on Wall Street. So anyway, 2 weeks into the job, I heard on the police scanner, and those of you who are working in newsrooms or running the Middlesex communications, maybe you're used to those scanners, I heard about a horrible murder in the town of Charlottesville. I knew that I would need to grab my camera, and back then it was a paper map, find my way to Commonwealth Avenue, where a man had shot his girlfriend and shot himself and left their 2-year-old behind. Well, I was busy trying to remember how to work the camera and shoot video and do all that I needed to do to get ready to write my story. I didn't notice the grieving sister running at me. And she ran up to me and she shoved my camera to the ground. And as that camera went to the ground, it also happened to hit my eye. And so I ended up with a shiner. The camera ended up in pieces. It cost more than the family car, by the way, on the pavement. And I thought, oh no, I just got here and I am fired already. Instead, once my boss found out that I was okay, he sent a live truck and said, you need to go live for the 6 o'clock news. I thought, this is going to be my first live report. I was horrible. That black eye wasn't the problem. Makeup fixed that. But the problem was I had no idea how to tell my story. I had pages of notes, but I was so worried about saying the right thing and getting all the points across that if you watch me that night, I'm sure you switched the station. But that failure would lead me to a lesson that serves me and I hope will serve you today. We are always broadcasting. Whether you're on TV or not, when you are filled with self-doubt, our signal is weak. When we're trying to be someone that we're not, your signal just gives off static. To own your story, you have to tune in to the most powerful part of yourself to broadcast the real you. You need to be you and only you. If you're gregarious, I want you to show it. If you're reserved, be that. When you are comfortable, everyone around you will be comfortable too. To really own your story, you actually have to tune into your heart, not your mind, to speak your truth from there. Your brain power has gotten you part of the way. You've all passed the test and probably lost too much sleep studying. I know I did. But what you're looking for isn't truly up here. Sure, this education is the gift that no one else can take from you. The knowledge you've gained is going to prepare you for this ever-changing world to compete. But to truly live the life that you are meant to lead, you need to uncover your purpose. That means building a bridge to your heart. You are all unique and gifted with something special that this world needs. Your heart will lead you there, step by step. As a health and wellness reporter for the last 2 decades, on my show, Care is Cures, I interview the top minds in wellness every week. And neuroscientists tell us that the heart is our second brain. Yes, it even has neurons that connect to our mind. And it's when our heart and our minds are aligned that you are truly limitless. This is when you're connected to the most powerful part of yourself, your intuition, that inner voice that will always guide you. But you have to listen to it. It's often quiet. And that's the thing about those still, small voices. You have to listen to them for them to get louder. To find that inner voice, you're going to want to get familiar with your inner pause button. In today's world where we go, and you get to the end of the day and you don't even know if you did anything that you were supposed to do or wanted to do, you have to remember to press pause, connect to your heart, and redirect. Take care of you. Your mental health matters. Slow down. Remember to leave time for joy in your life. In fact, even put joy on those to-do lists. Make room for your relationships. Your life will depend more on the quality of your relationships than on the amount of money in your bank account. And that means we have to learn to let go and forgive. Forgive what didn't work out in the past. The truth is, forgiveness is never about condoning bad behavior. It's about making the choice to not let your yesterday ruin today. Leading from our hearts also connects us to others, and that experience of reporters tracking me down when I was just a teenager would teach me to put myself into other people's shoes when I'm the one asking the questions today. Connecting with others, serving your community is what you're really here to do. Owning your story requires confidence. And we talked about tuning into your heart, how that's going to help. But confidence will also always be equal to your preparation. So prepare, 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 and then do what we do in TV, throw away the notes, and tell your story from the heart. Yes, it's going to feel scary sometimes. Fear is part of the human condition. My teenage self learned that lesson under the glare of spotlights. While cameras were rolling, my father, who had once abandoned me and my mom when I was a baby, said he wanted to get to know me. And the only way that could happen, he said, is if I would come live with him. After all, he was the governor and didn't have a lot of time just to hang out. I was on a journey to find the other half of me, so I knew I would have to accept his offer of acceptance. I would have to overcome that fear of, what if this doesn't work out? The truth is, fear is part of our being human, but it's also an acronym of false evidence appearing real. You have to go through the fear to reach greatness. On the other side of fear is that greatness. And for me, it ended up being 25 people at my Thanksgiving dinner table I wouldn't even know if I hadn't taken that journey of forgiveness. And a relationship that I treasured that changed my life with my father. You're going to need to conquer your fear to reach greatness, because being brave is not about not feeling fear. It's about feeling it and doing it anyway. Our greatness lies on the other side of fear. And today, as a television news anchor, I have learned to tap into that inner power whenever I have to deliver breaking news as it happens. And sometimes that's awful. Like the day the Newtown school shooting happened, and I happened to be the first news anchor in America to report the massacre of 26 children and educators. To reporting from Ground Zero in Manhattan the days and weeks after the 9/11 terror attacks. We all face unexpected stress and crisis and fear. And every time, I promise you, when you press that inner pause button, connect to your heart, breathe, and find your voice, you will know exactly what to say and do. When I am broadcasting or interviewing a newsmaker, I remind myself we must follow the flow. It will always tell you where you need to go. So when you're finding yourself swimming upstream, redirect. You got to get familiar with that inner button, that inner pause button, because the power of the pause will let you catch up with all the energy swirling around you so you can align with your inner power once again. Those pesky thoughts, I promise, will keep invading. I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not rich enough. Not worthy of the next big thing. That's just noise. Doubt is fear. And again, it's just false evidence appearing real. Our true inner voice only speaks to us in kindness. As we silence that inner critic, your authentic voice will get stronger. And because there is no set path to success, you cannot make a wrong turn. And you won't often know why things didn't work out until you get your happy ending. And then you can look back. Our job on the journey is just to keep tuning in, to access that inner power, to turn those wounds into wisdom, and let the life you were meant to lead unfold each moment, step by step. You see, it's not the big break, but the little habits every day that transform us. So when you leave here tonight, know you have a very good beginning, and you focus on what you love, and it will lead you to that great ending. That is a rule about speaking and life. A good beginning, a great ending, and the middle will take care of itself. That's the secret of a broadcaster. So if you follow your heart, I promise you the middle will take care of itself. You will need to be brave, but bravery without kindness won't get you very far. So in closing, as we learned, we always have quotes. In closing, I would like to quote my mentor and my dear friend, Denise DiCenzo, one of the longest serving news anchors in the great state of Connecticut, who died too young a couple of years ago from a sudden heart attack. But today, her spirit lives on in the words that she gave at another college graduation that are now the cornerstone of the charity we have created in her name, the Denise DiCenzo Foundation. And she said, always be open be brave, and be kind. Do that, and you are guaranteed to own your story. So go out there, Connecticut State Middlesex students, and own your story like no one else can. Class of 2024, everything you need to succeed is already within you. Thank you. Thank you.
We are getting closer to the big moment. Kara, thank you so much for being here and for sharing your story. At this time, I would like to present to you the medallions for academic excellence. These awards are bestowed upon graduates who have earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average in an associate degree program and who have completed at least half of their course requirements here at CT State Middlesex. The first award I would like to present is to Susan Vericchio. Please come forward. Susan's story is quite extraordinary. She began taking classes at Middlesex 17 years ago after her husband passed away. Today, at 82 years old, Susan is receiving an associate degree in general studies. It is impressive that Susan maintained a perfect 4.0 GPA for over 17 years. Congratulations, Susan. I am pleased to invite the next recipient to join me at the podium, Kelsey Langton. And Kelsey really wanted to sit with her program back there. So while she makes her way to the stage, Kelsey has worked in the veterinary medicine program throughout her time attending Middlesex and in the veterinary technology program. She is currently an ER and ICU technician at Central Hospital for Veterinary Medicine. Kelsey plans on obtaining a specialty in emergency and critical care. Her long-term goal is to go back to school to receive a master's degree and to teach. Congratulations. It's not easy to get them on over the helmet, so we're gonna pass. Okay. Our third medallion for academic excellence is being presented to Ephraim Mosher. Please come forward, Ephraim. You've learned a lot about Ephraim earlier this evening, but let me share with you a few more things about him. Outside of school, Ephraim serves as an assistant youth director for the Orthodox Church in America's Diocese of New England and, as an Eagle Scout, has volunteered with the Scouts BSA program in various capacities. He loves to sing, performing with the CT Gilbert and Sullivan Society in Middletown, and sings in the choir of Saints Peter and Paul Orthodox Church in Meriden. Congratulations, Ephraim. I would like to recognize one final additional recipient of the Medallion for Academic Excellence who could not be with us this evening, Kara Alexis Edwards. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken Innocenzi, the current board chair of the MXCC Foundation. Before I present this year's Pritchett Taylor Scholarship Awards, I wish to extend the warmest congratulations on a job well done to all graduates on behalf of our foundation. Our board members and I are so proud of your accomplishments and wish you all the best for your future. Today, you become alumni of Connecticut State Community College, Middlesex, and I invite you to join us at various events held each year in support of Middlesex students. I encourage you to stay connected, follow us on social media, and perhaps consider joining our alumni committee. Now on to the award presentation. The Pritchett Taylor Scholarship, created by Mary L. Pritchett and Edith Taylor, is given to the graduating students with the highest cumulative quality point average who have earned at least 30 credits at Middlesex and who have attended full-time for at least 2 semesters. You have already heard about the accomplishments of the 2 recipients of this year's Pritchett Taylor Scholarship Award. I would like to congratulate Ephraim Mosier and Susan Verricchio, and I invite them to the podium. Ephraim, congratulations.
Thank you, Board Chair Innocenzi. We're almost to the presentation of candidates, so just a few more minutes. Tonight, though, before we present to our candidates, our graduates, I'd like to recognize 2 faculty members this evening. We have 2 faculty members who are going to be retiring from Connecticut State Middlesex after their years of service. First, I'd like to recognize Professor Susan Lugley. She's in our audience this evening. Professor Lugley has been teaching with us for 10 years and has had quite an impact. It seems like so much longer, given the breadth that Professor Lugley has engaged in on behalf of our students in the field of business, but in many more areas as well. So thank you, Professor Lugley, on behalf of Middlesex, for your years of service to our campus and college. I also would like to recognize one more retiring faculty member, Professor John Schaefer. This evening, Professor Schaefer is also going to be acknowledged for receiving emeritus status. It's a special term, Latin, but it's for a very special reason. And it's to achieve a very long educational journey that has had quite an impact. So something special has had to stand out for him to be conferred with this status. John has been teaching at Middlesex for over 36 years. Pretty impressive. For the last 10 plus years, Middlesex has had a special tradition. The tradition is to present our Professor Emeritus with a symbolic laurel. Symbolically, the symbol of the laurel goes back historically for centuries, but it's to mark and note the pursuit of knowledge and the giving of knowledge to others. Professor Schaefer, we'd like to present you on behalf of our campus with the laurels to help reinforce your emeritus status. Thank you. Wow, we are almost there. The presentation of candidates comes next. This is what we've all been waiting for. Chancellor Chang, I present you the candidates for certificates and the candidates for degrees of Associate of Art, Associate of Applied Science, and the Associate of Science. These candidates have completed all the requirements for their degrees and certificates as prescribed by the Board of Regents of Connecticut State Colleges and Universities. Tonight, our graduates' names will be read by Professor Eva Jones, Professor Norma Rosado Javier, and Professor Keegan Samuel. I would like to invite Professor Jones to the podium over there. What we'll do this evening is we will call up by certificate or degree. I will give you a little direction along the way in terms of what to do. First, we're going to call up our certificates. However, for the certificates, it will be only students receiving certificates only first. I'll call up those areas in just a moment. For students who are receiving both a certificate and an associate degree. We will have you come up when you're called for your associate degrees, okay? So facing the audience, facing our stage, when you're called by your certificate or your degree name, we'll have you come up to the right, come up the stairs if you are able, and present that reader card to the professor. Your name will be read, you'll come behind me on the stage, and you'll be greeted and congratulated by Chancellor Chang, who I'd like to invite to the stage. Okay, here we go. First, we're going to start with our certificates. And these are individuals or students who are receiving certificates only. If you're receiving a certificate only in accounting, advanced manufacturing, business administration, I'd like you to make your way to the stage, the front part of the stage and up the stairs. If you're doing any certificates in clinical coding, computer information systems, computer networking, early childhood education, entrepreneurship, healthcare pathways, new media production, audio and music, new media production, digital marketing, new media production, film and video, new media production, news and sports, and therapeutic recreation, please make your way to the stage. These are for certificates only in those areas. You're welcome to come right up the stairs one at a time. Here we go.
Irene Jean Rivera. Kelly Jensenia Gonzalez. Samia Taleb. Thomas Goslin. Adriana Ramanita Reyes. Jamar Marcus Goodman. Jason Kasich. Harold Scott.
Next, we'd like to focus on the associate degrees. Similarly, we'll call you up by the name of your program. We'll have you come up to the stairs through here if you're able, present the reader card to Dr. Jones, and then you're welcome to walk past me and go towards Chancellor Chang. Okay, for associate's degrees, would those for new media production, audio, and music please come up? Please stand and come up front. We could also take new media production, film and video along with that, and new media production, news and sports. You see our new media walking down.
Joseph Lawrence John Law. Michael John Natalino Jr. Amber Susan Cadogan. Leandra Kokis. Erin Greco. Cole Comsey. Gregory Michael Sula. Stephen Boucher. Joseph Sands. Quinn Kromberger.
Next, I'd like to invite art studies to the front as well as biology studies.
Ariana Marie Velez.
Next, I'd like to invite those receiving degrees in business studies to the podium, up to the speak. Please come on up. Business studies.
Aaliyah Musa Burnley. Edwin Javier Mercado. Brandon Olson. Connor Seamus O'Malley. Michael Nello Manella. Catherine Tokto Kitisaka.
Next, we would like to invite students receiving degrees in communication studies and computer science studies. Please come up front.
Muhammad Ali.
Next, we'd like to invite students receiving degrees in criminology studies, economic studies, and English studies to the stage.
Alexander Garrow. Desiree Owens. Zachary Raffles.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. I'd like to invite to the podium Professor Norma Rosada Javier. For those receiving degrees in history and mathematics and political science, please come to the stage. So history, mathematics, and political science. Anyone? Okay. Next, I'd like to invite those receiving degrees in psychology studies to the stage.
Myra Dixon. Sarah Van Dusen.
We'd like to invite those receiving degrees in social work studies, sociology studies, and liberal arts and science studies, please to the stage.
Ephraim Clement Mosier. Hope Ellen Kennedy. Rebecca Irene Butler. Megan Kaiser. Malaysia Marie Staple. Sophia Rose Corino. Max Shelex. Luna Angelina Beileveld. Francesco John Moroda. Megan Marie Serpis. Serenity LaChance. Caitlin Zen Parrott. William Thomas Mason.
I'd like to invite to the stage those receiving degrees in visual arts, accounting, and advanced manufacturing machine technology.
Latifa Dahoud. Warren Trayvon Stuckey. Dylan Jeffrey Varga. Megan Rochelle McGahee. Marissa Lynn Newman. Allison Canty.
For those receiving degrees in business administration, please come to the stage.
Victoria and R.C. Matias. Myra Reyes. Megan Gray Baracco. Baina Angel Collins. Burton Chelsea Eddy. Vitalia Hale.
For those receiving degrees in computer information systems networking and computer information systems programming, please come to the stage.
Mason Philip LaRoche. Michaela Beth Camarda. Zahia Shaib.
For those receiving degrees in criminal justice, early childhood education, and engineering science, please come to the stage.
Amelia Kumelski. David Sorrentino. Jacob Sergi. Christy Lynn Levesque. Samantha Catherine Dibbo.
Thank you, Professor Javier. I'd like to call Dr. Samuel Kagan to the stage. Kagan Samuel, sorry. Okay. For those receiving degrees in general studies, we'll have you come to the stage.
Susan Catherine Varicchio. Daniel Edward Costas. Jessica Ann Goodspeed. Dante Mazzuta. Jamie Lee Phillips. Lily Ella Foster. Alyssa Genesis Rhonda. Megan Nicole Landon. Anaya Thierry Vasquez. Sergio Luis Morales Torres. Crystal Bate. Sorry. Rose Jerry Bason. Emma Quinn. Cassie Bailey Johnson. Cassandra Jane Horvath. Alicia Aroro.
For those receiving degrees in health information technology, data management, please come to the stage.
Christian Bystrek.
For those receiving degrees in human services, please come to the front.
Daniel Stewart. Bridget Rojas. Alicia Kate Landry.
For those receiving degrees in ophthalmic design and dispensing, please come to the stage.
David Jonathan Kearney. Edwin Maraquin. Frank Stefan Scavetta. Jesse Colin Austin. Lamar C. Brito. Nicole Larson. Anastasia Shadenis Paul.
Those receiving degrees in radiography, please come to the stage.
Benjamin Stewart Lincoln. Adnan Koke. Sandy Fernandez. Andy Ricardo Benoit. Jennifer Murray Farmer. Stephanie Marie Norvik. Alexis Nico Clark. What's it? Anna Marie Sipinski. Megan Marie Hughes.
Those receiving degrees in technology studies, computer engineering technology, and technology studies, manufacturing and engineering technology, please come to the stage.
Michael J. Pierce. Anthony Gentle. Jordan Douglas Dole. Jacob Andrew Dodge. Juan Manuel Aquino. Tyler Judkins. Kevin William Ewing. Ryan Paul Mattel. Jacob Blake Woleski.
For those receiving degrees in veterinary technology or veterinary technician, please come to the stage.
Laura Helena Battistini. Bella Lynn Shrimp. Amelia Dill. Rebecca Ingram. Kenzie Taylor Sherman. Taylor Elizabeth Catrini. And Axel. Kelsey Langton. Catherine Patricia Cassell. Heather Fox. Catherine Gonzalez. Olivia Nadine Palmieri. Melanie Elaine Carlson. Kaylin Dora Pratt. Rhiannon Sherry Overstreet. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Professor Samuel, Chancellor Chang, and Dr. O'Day. Next, I'd like to invite Chancellor Chang back to this podium to charge the graduates and provide the conclusion.
That was fun. That was fun. That makes everything you all did, everyone in this room did, and everything that you put in makes it worth it. Everything. Great job. Okay, so with the graduating class, please stand. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents for Higher Education in the state of Connecticut, I hereby declare the Associate of Arts degrees, the Associate of Applied Sciences degrees, and the Associate of Science degrees, and all certificates conferred. Graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Yes. I now present to you the Connecticut State College Middlesex class of 2024. Graduates, please join me in thanking all of our families and friends and teachers and administrators, staff members, supporters, everyone who has helped to get you here and across the finish line and into this evening. One more big round of applause for everybody. In the remarks, it tells me to keep talking and to read a quote. I'm going to skip that, guys, because I think you need to go have dinner with your friends and family and celebrate. I'm going to tell you, as an alumni of the inaugural CT State Middlesex class of 2024, we look forward to watching you truly unleash your educational power to change our world. So congratulations to all of you once again. May your futures be as bright as your spirits are today. So if you will all please stay in your places while our color guard retires the colors and until our Grand Marshal leads out our dignitaries, faculty, and staff. Graduates, after the faculty and staff, our student marshals will help you all file out. The inaugural commencement exercises of CT State Community College Middlesex are hereby adjourned. Congratulations to all of you once again. You should all be so proud, so proud. Color guard, please retire the colors.
Detail, halt. Left face. Retire colors. Detail, right face. Forward march.
If anybody lost a set of car keys, we have them. A set of car keys, Hyundai car keys, we have them up at the stage.